why is Mazda facing a $2.3 billion tariff bill? Mazda is facing these additional costs if US tariffs on autos and parts remain in place, according to calculations by Bloomberg Intelligence. They are facing a particularly rough tariff bill due to the fact they've got a 20% production ratio in the US and are reliant on imports from Japan and Mexico, increasing their exposure and limiting their ability to offset. Mazda imports roughly 54% of its US sold units from Japan and around 27% from Mexico, with only the CX-50 being built locally at its joint venture plant with Toyota in Alabama. The biggest impact is expected to be on the CX-5, Mazda's best-selling model, which makes up around a third of US sales volume. With all units imported from Japan, this will be subject to the full 25% extra trade tax. If shipments stay consistent with 2024, this model by itself could contribute nearly $1 billion to the tariff costs, and it's unlikely that any near-term solution when it comes to onshoring production can be reached, due to facility, labour and supply chain restrictions. However, there is some reprieve when it comes to the CX-50 model, with its high content under the US-Mexico-Canada agreement potentially cutting its tariff burden considerably. For the ICE variant, only 15% of parts imported might be subject to the 25% tariff, which could be fully offset by a transitional reduction worth 3.75% of the manufacturer's suggested retail price, making the model effectively tariff-free. Though the US is Mazda's most important market, accounting for roughly a third of its global retail sales, the firm has a wider geographic reach than Subaru, with other key markets including Japan, Europe, China and Australia. Unlike Subaru, which doubled down on all-wheel drives to capture booming US demand for compact and mid-size crossovers, Mazda has pursued a global strategy with products and specifications fitting each region. Hopefully that answered the question of